Breaking news from the White House and some new information about President Biden, who is now in his second full day of COVID isolation. Let's go right to NBC's Maura Barrett, who's there with an update on his condition. First of all, Maura, with a welcome to you. How's the president doing?
Well, Alex, we just received an updated letter from the president's physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, and he noted that while the president's symptoms are improving, there are additional symptoms of now a sore throat and a body ache, in addition to that runny nose and loose cough that we already knew about. If I may read directly from some of the letter, it notes that the president continues to tolerate treatment well, will continue with Paxlovid as planned. That's the antiviral the president has been taking. His symptoms will continue to be treated supportively with oral hydration, Tylenol, and the albuterol inhaler that he uses as needed for a cough. He's experiencing no shortness of breath at all, and he will continue low-dose aspirin as an alternative type of blood thinner. The letter also notes that sequencing has come back. They had sent out samples to try to figure out which variant of COVID the president has, and they said that it is most likely the BA.5 variant. The letter also notes that this is the variant that is responsible for 75 to 80% of infections in the United States at this time. I should also note that we've seen in recent weeks an increase of hospitalizations and deaths as well. And so now that we know that it's most likely that variant, there is some more clarity on what the president might be experiencing. You're seeing on your screen the most recent images that we have of the president just yesterday making calls, tweeting out these photos with the mask on. And then he also joined a meeting with economic advisors virtually on camera. We have not seen any photos or video of the president today, but just the contents of this letter. So we have not heard directly from Dr. O'Connor, but Dr. Fauci did speak with him late last night, and he spoke about it on CBS Saturday morning this morning. I want you to hear what he told them.
The president is doing really quite well. I had a long conversation last night at around 10 o'clock with Dr. Kevin O'Connor, who's the primary physician for the president, and the president continues to improve. He's putting in a full day of work virtually. And as each day goes by, he's doing fine.
So what Dr. Fauci said earlier this morning, congruent with what we see in the letter here just in the last couple of minutes. Dr. Fauci also noted on CNN emphasizing that the president is not experiencing any shortness of breath. So that's obviously was a concern in terms of the use of an inhaler. But in the past, because the president has experienced asthma, he is used to using an inhaler, and this is a normal thing for him to use when he has a respiratory infection. And so obviously this is day 2 of his isolation, and he will continue that isolation for the next few days, Alex.
Okay. Maura Baird at the White House. Thank you, Maura, for that.